Back in the early days of video games, as storage was so limited, developers would have to find a way to make a game that actually took 30 minutes to complete take months. The secret to doing so in most cases was to make death basically permanent, sending the player right back to the start. The problem with this for home consoles is that while an arcade machine could easily get away with this, it just wasn't fun for a lot of people. Naturally, home consoles brought on a wave of story-based games that found success in adding a sense of progression engraved further into the way you play, which in turn made the titles, which now could be classified as roguelikes, seem unfun and shallow in comparison. So the question is, how the fuck do games like Enter the Gungeon still survive in today's audience? The answer? Actual gameplay. Often games like Ninja Gaiden and other older titles would put a bunch of stupid fucking bullshit everywhere. I'm talking one-hit kills, constantly respawning enemies, poor telegraphing, all resulting in major difficulty spikes that would scare off consumers. Nowadays, we see more controlled and fun environments that capitalize on the large space you have to make a game. This means that with this newfound manipulability, developers could make a game that took 30 minutes to beat, be more fun, and less time-consuming on retries. This is done by giving new abilities, characters, or unlocking items to upgrade your character while in-game. There's also a larger emphasis on mechanics now too, whether in the form of altering certain abilities like a shield or weapon, or even creating more variables to a playstyle, which feeds more into progression and enjoyment. The issue with this newfound ability to create longer and deeper games is that developers found no need for the use of difficulty in games. So how the hell did they come back into fashion? The problem with creating a roguelike is that they're automatically harder than most games, and when trying to appeal to as many people as possible for the sake of sales, this is very hard to implement. Of course, selectable difficulty is always an option, but it means it trivializes your achievements as a result, which is a large reason why people play roguelikes. Instead, the desire to make a roguelike and other difficult games is in a very large way due to Dark Souls. Now, I know, I hate using Dark Souls as a point too, because it makes me look like an elitist. But it proved that there was a large player base that liked and bought hard games. As a result, Dark Souls became sort of a known term for hard games as it was so definable, and it allowed for developers to make hard games like it. The thing is, hard games are made by the kill ability of the player and the mechanics you need to master. These are both picked up by the roguelike genre, and with the time that's passed giving developers insight into how games tick now, the roguelike genre has grown into an actually viable area of games to play at home, rather than on penny hoovering capsules in arcades. The key to a good roguelike is to integrate the sense of fairness and progression despite the unforgivingness of the genre, and it's great to see that people are really catching on to this, and support it too. I really hope to see more development from this genre, as I think titles like Enter the Gungeon and Dead Cells have already proved innovative already, and the genre as a whole I think has a lot of potential. Actually, on second thought,